Now, before you set off on your adventures, there's a few connections that you might want to make at home first. The first connection is obviously to your Mac or PC, desktop or laptop computer. Now, you're going to do this to update your camera with the latest firmware, and you're going to be able to use the ION software to browse all of your files that are on your card and adjust the settings of your camera. When you get back from your adventures, you might connect it back to your laptop or your desktop PC or Mac, but you might use one of the cables supplied, such as this component video cable, to connect it to your HD Ready or Full HD TV. We're going to show you now how to make both of those connections. So in the box, one of the cables that you're going to get is going to look a little like this, and it's a USB to micro USB, and this is the lead that you choose to use when you connect your ION Air Pro camera to your computer. So let's do that now. Take it off your helmet, remove your Wi-Fi pods or just your back cover, and then you pop the micro USB into the USB port on the back of the Air Pro, and you're done. Then of course that goes into your standard USB port on your computer. So I'll plug that in there on my computer. Now it's going to pop up on your hard drive as like an external drive or a disk. And if it doesn't pop up immediately, just press the button, power button, once and let it go. The light will go green and it should pop up. Right, so here we are, it's popped up on my desktop. I give it a double click and opens up the window. Now in there, this is everything that's on the card that's in the camera. And this is the ION software. Now when you first put a card in the back of your camera, the ION software might not be there. So you need to go to the website, www.iontheaction.com, to download that piece of software and drag it onto your card. I've already done this. And when you give that a double click, because it's already on the card, then the software opens up. So we're now in the ION software suite, and it's here that you control all the settings for your camera. You've got general settings, video settings, and photo settings. Above that, if you want to, you can browse the files from the camera and also check the firmware of your camera. Above that, you've got links to the ION Twitter page, Facebook page, ION Cloud, and ION website. And everything you need to do for the camera all lies within here. Now, one of the connections that you might want to make is to an HD Ready or Full HD TV, and there's a couple of ways in which you can do this. In the box, you're going to get an AV cable. Now, you might be familiar with this kind of cable. So it's got a 3.5 jack plug on one end, and then it's got the famous red, white, and yellow plugs on the other end. So you plug those to the TV and that to the ION Air Pro. That comes in the tin. If, however, though, you're lucky enough or you'd like to go out and purchase an HDMI cable, then you can connect via HD, and then you're making the most of the full HDMI out that's on the camera. But an HD lead currently doesn't come supplied in the tin. Once you're connected, then you can use the on-screen menu. So once you've got your ION camera connected to your TV, either via a component cable or an HDMI cable, you're going to be greeted with a menu that looks a bit like this. And you can control everything on the screen by using the power button or the photo take button on the top of the camera. It's all about single presses, double presses, or long presses. So to scroll through your options on the screen then, between browsing your videos, browsing your photos, using the monitor as a preview monitor, and changing the language, it's a single press. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3, 4 to move all the way through the options that are on the screen. If you want to check what videos are on your card, give that button a double press. And now you can see the video that's on the card. And if you want to play this back, double press again. When you're ready to stop, press it once. And then when you want to leave video preview and go back to the previous menu, press and hold. And you get the option to exit, format the card, delete this file, or delete all. I want to exit, so I'm going to double click on exit. It takes me back to the first menu I was at. If there's any photos on the card, you double click there, but I don't have any photos on this card. So again, I can press and hold to get the menu back, and I can double click to exit. Last up, if I simply want to use the monitor as a preview monitor, single press to take it to preview, double press to get yourself into preview, and now suddenly I have a preview monitor. And of course, if I want to leave this screen and get back to where I was, then I can press and hold, and I'll be presented with yet another menu, which again is the original menu. So don't forget, it's all about single clicks, double clicks, and then long presses to take you back to a menu to get yourself out.